Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, ImperialDane, featuring today a 1 vs 1 on Langres. Yes, indeed, it shall be Langres. In the north part, we shall be seeing ZenitEF fighting for the, I don't know, 3rd Infantry Division. Going up against them shall be ImperialDane. Yes, indeed, I have been having people asking for, one of my replays to be shown. I'll finally have one which lasted more than 20 minutes, which has rather been the main issue. Of course, the question is, will it be exciting enough? That, of course, is for you to decide. But there we go, fighting for the 352nd Infantry Division. We are seeing a Wehrmacht quarters going up, 2 pioneers and 2 engineers done up from ZenitEF. I have no idea what level he is. I am currently level 15 with the Wehrmacht, closing in on 16. But I do know that this fellow has also been up a few others of level 15, so I would not be surprised if he's not around there. But he is fighting against a Smurf account. Volkswagen scored out as the first unit, and so far all a bit weak quiet. Also, quick note, while I'm sort of recording this, currently there is absolutely no internet here. So I don't really know when this might come out. In fact, no, hopefully it comes out the same day as actually recorded. So, moving about, securing points. So far so good. Sticking close a bit. Volkswagen's moving up here. First going to wire off this area if possible, in case you know riflemen, those cheeky riflemen. We also see what could have been catwalking, having one unit while taking on one man sneaks over to take the point in advance, so it can happen as fast as possible. Looks like he's a bit eager to move about as well. Schwimmwagen on the way as the second unit. Otherwise, yesterday we did get a teaser trailer. Yes, indeed, only a teaser trailer. Afraid nothing bigger than that. No actual gameplay. We also did get 2 screenshots. One of them which actually showed the Su-76, the Soviet assault gun, also sort of functioning as artillery, which it actually could. According to Wikipedia, it had about a 17 kilometers range in that mode. That should be interesting. Pioneers are coming under fire. Pioneers on the west getting pushed away by engineers. Not really doing too well right there initially. Forces moving in to stop the rifleman. Schwimmwagen moves forward, leading the way, opening up on the rifleman with its light machine gun mount. Volkswagen's moving up as well, moving in to try and deny the house in case the rifleman might be trying to seek refuge. Then again, they might not. Second Volkswagen squad on the way. Always again, nothing huge with that teaser trailer. The only thing that rather struck me as a bit curious was the fact that there were a lot of Sturmpanzer 1s as sort of game bought pieces. That was about it though. We are seeing the other one coming on fire. In fact, going down to half health soon. The Schwimmwagen keeps firing. The Volkswagen is now joining in as well. Second Volkswagen as well. We are seeing a bit of lighter engagement going on there. In fact, securing half the map. Not really in my favor. Schwimmwagen though, damaged engine, very low health, but the rifle over it down to less than half health. One man down. More Volkswagens moving in. This could end up badly. There we go. A full retreat from these riflemen. So that was pretty close there for ZenitEF. In the meanwhile, we are seeing pioneers moving up here, trying to deal with these engineers, forcing them away with lots of MP40 fire. Riflemen moving in, trying to hit this position. Volkswagens in heavy cover. Schwimmwagen, of course, also there. Again, riflemen a bit exposed, though they are making their way towards light cover. Volkswagens moving in to assist the others. And there we go, riflemen taking some nasty losses. The Schwimmwagen is always proving useful in leveling things out a bit. MG42's team on the way. Engineers moving in from the north, and they are down. Although very close, they could have actually done some damage, and this Schwimmwagen is not really looking too well. The engine is smoking. Rifleman taking damage, being slightly pushed away. And another Volkswagen squad. No, that's not yet. My apologies. The American commander has taken a bit of a beating, and this rifleman squad is full, but also note it is only at half health. It's definitely not doing too well. Further engagement going over here. Riflemen taking a bit of shooting from these Volkswagens going in on the hunt. And meanwhile, the west is being secured by the ever-trustworthy pioneers, although the Schwimmwagen does need some repairs. The sooner the better. And the Volksgunners continue the hunt for the riflemen. Although looks like ZenitEF is moving in some troops. More on the way from there. 3 rifleman squads so far, and 1 engineer. And this time splitting up so the Americans can't keep running around their Bokashi, so they are exposed no matter what. And there we go, taking losses, but we are seeing more riflemen moving in. Thus making things slightly more dangerous right here. At the same time, further engagement here. Pioneers manning going down to the flamethrower engineers. Riflemen again from the north getting stopped by an MG42 and a Volksgunner squad. But we are seeing the eastern flank collapsing. I was a bit worrying that there might be grenades. Getting ready to stop another attack from the flank. Schwimmwagen pulling away. Not really looking good at all. This is only by the cuff rifle flanking up out here. Only 2 men though. ZenitEF should consider retreating them. Volksgunners moving in to deal with the flamethrower engineers. And there we go. Grenade about to be thrown, but I do pull back the MG42. These riflemen need to get away though. There we go. Schwimmwagen opening up, and they are in negative cover. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. And looks like they do make it out of there, although that was very close. Going for the cutoff point. Volksgunners moving in, MG42 moving up. And riflemen taking up cover behind the Bokashi, perhaps hoping to lob off a grenade. There we go. But the Volksgunners make it out, and MG42 drops a rifleman. They need to consider getting out of there. They're very low on health. Grenade on the Volksgunners. Several down. Riflemen forced to retreat through all of this. Run, Forest! Oh, never mind. Forest didn't make it very far. Also note a bit of a mine over here to sort of protect this fuel point. Mines can help, and of course barbed wire as well. And we are seeing a larger movement by ZenitEF. Fresh rifle on the way, supply ad going up. Schwimmwagen now repaired and ready to aid the Wehrmacht once more. And we are seeing a Kriegbags going up as well. Volksgunner is reinforcing. Looks like ZenitEF is laying up for a rather large flank assault. With additional riflemen on the way now. Sandbags going up just in case. There we go. Taking up a position there. Volksgunner down. MG42 firing. Schwimmwagen firing. Volksgunner taking up position behind Kibikono. They're continuing to build to provide more safe position. There we go. Rifleman hitting the flank. Volksgunner is holding up. Schwimmwagen moving in to assist. Can't let one of those. And we are seeing movements in from the north and the west. A rather large assault from every side. Rifleman getting stopped right there. Also taking some damage right there from the Schwimmwagen. Taking up heavy cover. Rifleman retreating from there. MG pulled back, in fact. I'm not entirely sure what these riflemen are doing. They don't really seem to be doing what they can to push the effort. Only 1 rifleman squad left, getting pushed back. Grenadiers on the way, figuring with grenades. I do have some time in case he does go for the armored car. So in that case, I'll go for some grenadiers to try and stop these riflemen. They are going for the high munitions point, the only one on this map. And these riflemen continue to try and draw away the attention of my troops. Volksgunner down. The 352nd holding up. Alright, there we go. The first sort of proper grenadiers. Otherwise, not a lot. Otherwise, Confident Views 2, just that teaser trailer and a few screenshots. Nothing else, frankly. Although, again, rather interesting to note that there will be units that can sort of function in several modes. You know, assault gun and artillery. So that could be pretty fun to note. If there will be other units that sort of have that functionality in some way or the other. Rifleman getting suppressed though. Too much heavy fire. Schwimmwagen getting repaired. Volksgunner is firing away. We are seeing a trio sent up. We are also seeing a motor pool going up for ZenitEF. And we are, yes, here we go. Grenades, or well, mine in fact, hit down to 3 men, very low on health. Grenadiers moving in to sort that out. And we are seeing the Pack 38 on the way. Schwimmwagen almost done.
We have completed repairs.
And let's go look at ZenitEF. 4 rifle squads, although some quite battered. MG42 sitting up to cover the flank again. Schwimmwagen moving in again, providing a bit of assistance. And we are seeing a grenade. Oh dear, retreat. Oh no, Volkswagen squad down. In fact, many went down there. In fact, 5 Volkswagen is gone. Try to press retreat. Sometimes you end up pressing the Y key, and afterwards you go, why did I press Y? Why? And then you rather don't get much farther than that. That definitely equalized things a bit for the Americans, though. Quite a bit of casualties just to one grenade, and of course also going to sort of get them that much closer to actually getting some veterancy. Volkswagen's getting pushed away. Mines going down here. Here to sort of protect against any advances, and of course also flank attacks. Rifleman trying to go in after the MG42, but flamethrower pioneers and an Schwimmwagen MG put a stop to that, or will at least help with it. And we are seeing a grenade, though nothing really hitting it. Getting hit by it. Rifleman taking heavy loss on the retreat. Flamethrower engineers, and oh, Rifleman getting stopped by the mine. 2 down, pinned. MG42 still there. Grenadiers pushing up. In fact, some replacement grenadiers to replace those false grenadiers went down. Engineers getting burned. Rifleman taking up precision and heavy cover grenadiers advancing across the open road. A bit of veterancy would be good though. And of course a bit of supply and upgrade would be good for ZenitEF or a medic station. Grenade goes off, but doesn't really manage anything. Flamethrower pioneers moving up here.
Under attack.
A bit of resources being floated. Might be an idea for ZenitEF to do something. Either get an armored car or get some BARs or something. Riflemen taking lighter losses. Others pushing up. But again, heavy fire from their marked positions. Although the sort of tree center right here does allow them to sort of hold up to this point much better due to the troops being healed while fighting. Flamethrower engineer setting up for a flank. Although Schwimmwagen heavily damaged. 6 kills. Volkswagen's moving up. Grenadiers moving up. Grenade against the rifleman. Retreat. Full retreat. Flamethrower engineers are setting up for a flank. Could be taking out that Schwimmwagen if I'm not... Oh dear. Schwimmwagen down. Engineers forced away. Sent packing. There we go. Browning automatic off in the way. And I do believe 1 rifleman squad has reached veterancy 1. So that means a vet accuracy increase and also a bit less shots actually taken. Volkswagen is pushing on. Grenadiers moving in. Although heavily damaged, they need to get out of there. Rückzug, Männer. And the Volkswagen are slightly getting pushed back. There we go. A nicely timed push with the Browning automatics. Although the MG42, as usual, proves the foil. Although, of course, the flank is quite open. Volkswagen will have to try and contain that. Still no veterancy. Dane, get some veterancy. MG42 pushed back. Volkswagen, and there we go. MP40's up, tearing through the riflemen. And we're also seeing a mortar up, although a bit too close. Pioneer squad went down. Volkswagen's getting forced away. Grenadiers doing what they can to contain this rather dreadful situation, but they are pretty heavily wounded. Men lying dead in the road. Not really doing too well still. No Kampfkraft Center. Come on, Dane. And for ZenitEF, get a supply and upgrade. We are seeing an anti-tank on the way, quite interesting enough. He's probably worrying about armored cars or Sturmgeschütze or Panzer. Looks like this mortar will be run off. And the MG42 once more to save the day. Pack does take a grenade, but interesting enough, and then die. And we are seeing a bunker going up. Going to be a medic bunker, rather figuring again with grenades and BARs. I do need something to keep the attrition down. In that case, a medic bunker is going to help quite nicely. Placing it right here behind the Bukaj in case of on-map artillery, that is howitzer or Calliope. In that case, the Bukaj will absorb some of the artillery. We are seeing a medic station, but note he's actually placing out in the open rather than here or here. Plus, of course, it also helps, you know, in case the enemy does take this area, he will need to sort of get around the Bukaj to actually hit it. MG42 Volkswagen in a bit of trouble. Rifleman getting more veterancy. Grenade going off. MG42 pushed back. In fact, getting pushed back all across the front. holding a larger part of the map though. Grenadiers moving up. Rather than moving up, perhaps hoping to get a grenade off, but they do take too much heavy fire and are quickly run off. And that was that infantry engagement. He might want to consider something else. Can't decide himself on getting a anti-tank gun or not, it seems. Trying to get those medics, those goddamn medics. There we go, Kampfkraft Center finally going up to give the men the Kampfkraft they need. Engineers setting up to perhaps hit a flank. Rather brusque engagement going on here. Veteran T2 grenade does force everyone away. And the medics do gain a few wounded to pick up. Still no supplied upgrade. Might want to consider that again. Troops getting reinforced. Veterans on the way. And we are seeing Allied War Machine. He's going for the right hand side. He's going for the Calliope. It seems like might have been an idea to actually go for infantry or airborne. Instead, get some either some strafing runs or some howitzer strikes. At least that would be my opinion. Mortar firing away, though not really so far having gained a single kill. Veterans you want up for German infantry. Flamethrower hitting the flank, first scorching the grenadiers. The Hun, the Kraut, and gaining veterans you want in the process. Jolly good. Though they might want to consider retreating. Grenades against the riflemen, kills one. Assault continues here, pack exposed. Lots of German infantry though taking on these riflemen. MP40 tank through them, they need to get away. Veterans you want for some other riflemen. Oh dear, rifleman went down. They did get off a few kills, but not enough. And these MP40 False Grenadiers just keep raking it up. 17 kills so far. And a few Grenadiers gained 2 BARs as well in the process. In fact, he's just lost 2 Rifleman squads. My goodness. That's quite some heavy losses. Grenades going off left and right. The Grenadiers now are rather light LMG section, I would argue, with the 2 BARs are able to lay down a bit more automatic fire to support their infantry friends. Medic station has been spotted right there. Again, I'm sort of worried, confused by this choice. I mean, either here would have been a great choice or here. Not right there where I can shoot it out in the open. That's usually not the best choice. Volkswagen is going for the cut-off point. Have to be careful though. Quickly taking a lot of damage. Dane, get them out of... Oh dear. Too late, and a Volkswagen squad went down. Medics moving up, rather than moving in. No replacements on the way so far. Getting pushed back, in fact.
Our base is under attack.
Map control by the American is a bit dicey. He has not considered, really sort of going out towards the flanks, perhaps forcing me to spread out. He is doing himself a disfavor by actually allowing me to focus all of my forces in one spot and not punishing me with either strafing runs or artillery. Pushing up though. One rifle squad has been reformed. Grenades getting exchanged. Grenadiers getting pushed back, leaving behind only the BAR's team or squad. MG42 opening up from a slight distance away. Of course, Veterans 1 for those increases accuracy, but they are getting pushed away as well. Rifleman pushing on. Manpower being floated. Could he be rather singling out the Calliope? Mortar exposed, but we are seeing some Grenadiers holding up things here. Pioneers getting pushed away. Could be lost. Could be lost. Oh dear. Pioneer squad down as well. Dane being a bit too reckless, I think. Well, I am being a bit too reckless right there. Certainly my own bloody fault, but looks like Grenadier squad has been reformed. The medic bunker pays itself off. Ever hooray. Grenadiers moving up, advancing. Containing the situation, going for the victory point. Riflemen might want to consider getting out of there. Grenade off against the Grenadiers. Oh dear, Grenadier squad went down in seconds. Had just been reformed and then got killed. That was definitely not very fun or good. We are seeing an LMG-42 going up for these grenadiers, trying to increase the firepower and again see what happens.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
ZenitEF slowly actually equalizing things. He might even be close to getting a second rifleman squad very soon. He being a bit too occupied with his infantry to deal with the medics. And there we go, LMG grenadiers moving up. Panzer grenadiers in case he gets armor. I'm worrying about a Pershing at this stage. Not so much a Calliope. Panzer grenadiers. Oh, heavy loss. Down to one man, but he does make it out of there. Lots of machine gun fire forcing the other rifleman away. Oh my goodness. Several grenadiers went down right there. Quite some heavy losses leaving behind only the BAR squad and the LMG-42 squad to keep the front. Of course also the MG-42 team, the Schweres MG-42, the heavy MG-42. So a bit of reinforcement going on here. That's going to be expensive. No veterancy on the way, I fear. No veterancy 2, which could definitely be great. And might we see that Calliope soon? I do not know. Medics pulling in the wounded. And I apparently don't notice it. Silly Dane. You're doing the man a favour right there. But the German infantry squad was in fact centered around the MG-42, whereas the rifleman squad for the Americans was actually centered around the rifle. Sort of created some interesting dichotomies and ideas on how they actually operated. Pushing in from the north. NMG squad rather outnumbered, does manage to stop some engineers with flamethrowers, which does a bit. Rifleman squad number 2 reformed. Veterancy 3 riflemen, although they're getting pushed back. Still quite a bit of damage there. MG-42 getting pushed back. Grenadiers with the LMG rather surrounded, but they're holding on. Or they did hold on before retreating. No veterancy 3. Again, troops getting reinforced. We are seeing a bit of propaganda war to try and contain the situation. Limit the damage the Americans can do and not lose a mortar. But the mortar does end up retreating. The AR section moves up. Takes on these pesky riflemen. Bit of resources being floated here. Bad idea, Dane. Grenade against the grenadiers. Oh dear. Close, close. And there we go. Push back. Fox guns moving up though. Attacking, moving in. A bit recklessly again. Dane, do be careful. Also note, terror has been chosen. And a good solid push by the grenadiers. Heavily armed with LMGs and Panzer Rex. Rather than getting pushed back, medics pulling in the wounded. We are seeing a weapon support in and out for ZenitEF, but he can't seem to decide. He's cancelling and then not cancelling. Well, training and then not cancelling it. Medics getting dealt with this time around. And another grenadier squad reformed. In fact, up to, my goodness, 5? A few must have been reformed, perhaps 2 to 3. LMG grenadiers firing away right into the riflemen. Forced away though. A rather serious American push. But the MG-42 does stop, and of course infantry can hold the flanks. Grenades against 22 engineers. 13 kills, plus of course that Schwimmwagen. Königstiger arrives. And veteran 2 for the infantry on the way at the same time, although slightly ill. Bad timing does mean, of course, I don't get any veterans, a lot of manpower for reinforcement right away, so that will give him a slight advantage until then. Going up towards that cut-off point. Again, I'm constantly worrying about armor of some sort. We do see finally one supplied upgrade. That's good. Königstiger moving up, arrived from the Panzerlehr or the Schwere Panzerabteilung 503. I believe they had some as well. There we go, the first Calliope. One of the few rocket vehicles the Americans actually had, or rocket launchers. They also had a truck-based one called the Xylophone. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they called it that. But that was rather more of a latecomer thing. A large American push right there on these grenadiers getting pushed back with heavy losses. MG-42 and King Tiger, though, stop it. ZenitEF does Oh dear, Calliope barrage right into the middle of everything. Grenadiers taking heavy losses. MG42. Oh dear, does not make it out of there. And with the first barrage there, it has already raked up 6 kills. Volkswagen Grenadiers holding the cutoff point. Do manage to secure it, but for how long? Mortar moving up. 1 kill. That's not really good. But the Calliope is going to be a bit of a problem. But then again, it's not really what I was worrying about mostly, which was a Pershing. Could have done a lot more damage. I feel, I mean, a Calliope does do a lot, but then again, it does then also have a lot of downtime where it doesn't really do anything. That's quite the advantage. As for those wondering, well, why can't it fire its main gun? Because, well, it couldn't. See that little thing there? The whole rocket array was actually stabilized by the gun. If the gun fired, the whole thing would fall down. Fun thing about American tanks, they did have one advantage over the Germans and probably also the Soviets, if I'm not mistaken. They actually had stabilizers, which meant they could fire on the move. The tanks actually had to stand still to fire. Slight little detail there, although I'm not 100% sure on the Germans if they had some sort of capability, but I do believe the Americans did have the edge there. Mortars raining down. Rifleman attacking, flamethrower engineers again, the veteran C3, Rifleman 24 kills, Grenadiers going down. Propaganda war does save the thing, although again we are seeing another flank going on here. Grenadiers getting pushed away, King Tiger holding it. Grenadiers need to get out, and another Calliope barrage right into the middle of everything. But, oh, Grenadiers could be going down, veteran C1 from a Rifleman squad. Grenadier squad down, others heavily wounded. And again, at this period, I mean, once you get the King Tiger, it only costs 500 manpower up front, but there's another 500 manpower which gets taken through upkeep, and that lasts some minutes. So you do have to be a bit careful with that, which does make it a bit more difficult to actually reinforce. I mean, again, at this stage, I know he's probably going to be more for Calliope, so I can worry a bit. Don't have to worry so much about it, but still, I mean, should still be careful, because now our problem is, you know, reinforcement, and ensuring actually enough troops for the front line. King Tiger does what he can, and now he's trying to get that mortar. Another propaganda war. I'm actually trying to lure him into that mine, but he just seems to avoid it. Anti-tank gun opens up on the King Tiger. Volkswagen is moving in, trying to knock that out. So he knocks it off. Mortar rounds going down on that strategic point. Anti-tank gun taking heavy damage. Rifleman getting mortared. More mortar rounds fall. Doing a bit of damage, killing a few more. Medics continue to pull in the wounded. Might in fact giving another Rifleman squad again. Medic bunkers, medic stations, if well placed, can very much pay themselves off. MG42, and the point has been secured despite heavy mortar fire. And he managed to steal my MG42, which is definitely not a good thing. Grenade on the MG42 does take it down a bit. The AR section moving up, other Grenadiers moving in to support. Although heavy fire, we are seeing Riflemen and Flamethrowers moving in and forcing them away, but the mortar gets the MG42, getting it up to 5 kills. And this medic bunker is awfully close to getting another Rifleman squad to be formed for ZenitEF. And once more, the LMG Grenadiers are there to hold, but again, Flamethrowers, Veteran G2 and some Veteran G3 Riflemen fought away. King Tiger also pushed away. I do not wish to risk sticky bombs. Interestingly enough, there's no real attempt by ZenitEF to actually bombard my medic bunker. Would be an idea. Calliope, though, Veteran G1, which actually decreases the cooldown, meaning can fire faster, at least more often. Anti-tank gun opening up, or trying to, at least on the King Tiger. King Tiger down to half health soon. Grenadiers moving up. Another push for the fatherland. Upkeep finally gone in terms of the King Tiger. And another Calliope barrage taking right for everything. Although this case around, I have been spreading out my troops a bit more, which does lessen the damage a Calliope can do. I mean, in the case of Calliope and other sorts of things like that, as strafing runs, you know, you try to spread out your troops. So there's a lot less it can actually do. Mortar gets the anti-tank gun. Jolly good. BAR Grenadiers handling the riflemen right there. Veteran 3 for them though. Grenadiers quickly pushed away. Veteran 3 riflemen are very nasty. They should not be underestimated. And the Grenadiers get hit by their own mortar. Friendly fire. So the LMG perhaps gets another kill. Though again, I probably could do with another one to sort of increase the anti-infantry firepower. Then again, I do have several Grenadiers with BARs by now. In fact, I have 3 BARs from him. That's actually a bit rare. I usually find rarely I get that many so easily. Grenadiers moving up. Oh, so close to getting another one. I'm actually trying to get those Calipes with my Pantrax. In fact, note, this one has been heavily damaged down to half health, but otherwise not much luck. Calliope crushes a few and sends the rest going, but not before the medic station goes down. Again, ZenitEF might want to consider rebuilding his medic station. So that way he can actually get that last man out and again get another rifleman squad. That would definitely benefit him, I think. Well, that and another supplied upgrade, but he doesn't have that. Instead, he does have a second Calliope. More rockets to rain down on the Hun. He does hold the central victory point, but that's about it. More Grenadiers moving out now, more equipped with American equipment. Well, in terms of heavier weapons than the Kar-98K, than German equipment. Again, LMD 42 more might have paid itself off. Might not have.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
And another Calliope barrage opens up with the False Grenadiers, doing heavy damage, forcing those away. Grenadiers moving up with LMG. BAR Grenadiers holding up the center. MG42 opening up on them though. BARs from the riflemen joining in as well. More Grenadiers moving up. Lots of machine gun fire. And we are seeing a firestorm going in. And will it actually do anything? I called it in on the anti-tank gun, and looks like the anti-tank gun will go away. So in this case, I might actually have been better off with 2 LMGs. That might actually have a larger chance of doing some damage to those damn Americans. Pioneers are up, repairing the King Tiger. 11 kills for that. Mortar with 11 kills as well. Interesting. Otherwise, all a bit quiet. Americans lining up for the fresh assault.
What are my coordinates?
Field repairs going up. He's got quite a bit of munitions. Might want to use it again. He might want to actually sort of deal a bit more with the flanks as well. He's getting a bit caught up in that sort of frontal bash your head of wall against wall mentality, which can hit some players. Veterans 3 up. Again, I'm rather worried about all those Veterans 3 riflemen. So I figure some health for my troops will help a bit. I mean, it's not going to make them invincible, but it might give them a larger chance of actually surviving. Mortar fire against the MG42. King Tiger holding up the right flank. Again, I mean, he's not quite good at actually securing flanks, it seems like, at least in this game. Still not a second supply upgrade. Still not a make station or something else. He needs something to break out. He also needs to be careful about climbing up another Calliope barrage. Propaganda war again. That's another reason why against a terror player don't want to be climbing up. Propaganda war can suddenly send a lot of troops away, leaving other things exposed, like say this anti-tank gun, because all of a sudden all the cover is gone. MD42 doing a bit of damage right there. Grenadiers moving in, hunting down that anti-tank gun, making things easier for my Königstiger.
Infantry.
Oh, it's a bit hot around here, so my apologies if I do sound a bit exasperated.
We got company. Enemy troops right.
We're losing ground out there.
And I do hope you find this game entertaining. If not, of course, there's always another day. But I mean, this is the only one in a long time I actually had that will lasted longer than 20 minutes. Veterans 1 for 1, Calliope still nothing for the other. Another anti-tank gun on the way. Grenadiers moving up again. King Tiger advancing. Lots of Grenadiers following up in the wake of that. Nice little advance, in fact. And we are seeing what Veterans 3 going up against the LMG Grenadiers. Doing quite a bit of nasty damage to them, despite Rifleman Veterans 3 actually getting some quite defensive bonuses, like 15% damage reduction. Plus, of course, it was getting harder to hit. And the Sturm Armory going up. Again, I'm sort of worried about a Pershing, but of course also thinking perhaps a Stuke could change things a bit. My favorite plus, of course, be used to hunt down the Calipes. Anti-tank gun once more gets attacked. And riflemen and engineers move in to put a stop to that. And a Calliope barrage. Right on spot. MG recruit, but getting hammered. Looks like it will make it away though. King Tiger Grenadiers with 2 BARs protecting the ones with the 1 BAR. 19 kills. Doing a good job right there. Coming under heavy fire though, pretty intense fire from the Grenadiers. King Tiger though 8, 20 kills. Another Calliope barrage right off the retreat. Mortars advancing out a bit, 14 kills, anti-tank guns recruit secured. Still might want to consider getting another medic station or a supplied upgrade. Again, I mean, he's 1 man wounded away from another rifleman squad, which again could be used to open up the flanks, thus forcing me to actually spread out and worry about my flanks. That's the one thing I'm actually at this stage worrying about, that he decides to hit my flanks. He decides to go after the mortar. He decides to go for the more exposed points. Instead, he's allowing me to rather, focus my rather devastated forces, or at least devastated half the time in one spot, which is definitely working to my advantage, in particular when he's got veteran C3 riflemen that can then sort of focus as much firepower as possible on them. I mean, that's the sort of thing you have to be careful about as the Americans. You don't want to be feeding into a German strong point. There we go. Nice mortar hit. 4 man's dead. Rest suddenly taking heavy losses as BARs and LMGs push up against them. More Calliope fire in an attempt to stop it all. Veterans who one for another. Pushing up here with the LMG. What could I be intending to do? Oh dear, mortar fire hit my own. That's less good. 15 kills though. And calling in a firestorm, but again, looks like it won't be doing much. Again, I do think these firestorms, at least in my case, were pretty wasted. Not so good for me. Doing a bit of light damage, but that is about it. Cut-off point at least rendered neutral, inert. And the BAR Grenadiers provide cover for the LMG Grenadiers. Before pulling away themselves, King Tiger standing watch your roll, moving forwards. Carefully not pushing it a bit too far, as it could easily be lost if I get too reckless with that, and I do not. If I do lose it, I could be in a lot of trouble. The King Tiger can't really seem to get a lot of hits. Going for the victory point once more. 20 kills in the mortar. Grenadiers and false guns. These false guns have gained 27 kills. That's quite impressive. And again, they've probably some of the ones who actually have lived the longest in this fight. So considering they have absolutely no automatic weapons, no BARs or LMGs, they're actually doing quite a bit. So quite some heroic false Grenadiers. Could see a promotion to Grenadiers after this fight. That's of course not how it worked. Going for the victory point, figuring I can drain him that way. We are seeing a sniper about now. That's a bit late, I think. Earlier might have been better. Or a mortar of his own, or a heavy machine gun. Ooh, grenade against these Grenadiers. Still no medic station, Zenith. And there we go, V1 rocket. I think there's something heavier. Might stand a chance of killing something. And there we go, barracks gone, Tria center gone, anti-tank gone, very gone. And of course also a nice chunk of the Bocage defending his base gone. King Tiger moving up, Pioneers keeping safe, Pioneers providing covering fire, 21 kills to those fellows. Quite interesting enough. More Grenadiers moving up. Another Calliope barrage, those sending my Grenadiers running back to the fatherland. Oh dear, these were very close to actually getting completely wiped out. They need to consider retreating. Big Zugmänner. More Grenadiers pushing up, others holding the line. More grenade. And heavy damage. Probably those veteran C3 riflemen. Not a lot left of the American
Allies
base.
are down
That
to
V1 rather
100
broke
points.
things up.
Ready.
Sniper might want to push in quickly. Sturmgeschütz though has arrived from the Panzerjägerabteilung. They were occasionally also used as tank hunters. They were in fact also used as tanks by the Germans. They're usually not primarily. I mean, they were sort of, you know, when they didn't have anything else, they would get sent in. In this case, the 52nd actually had those instead of martyrs. And ironically enough, another unit, a Panzer Grenadier unit, an
heavy
SS
armor
unit, in
company
fact,
reserve.
received martyrs instead of Jagdpanzer Force, which were quite similar to the Stug Force. So again, why they didn't get that, while the infantry division got it, but the SS didn't, is of course a good question, but probably because there weren't enough of them. As an infantry unit, actually they only had about one platoon or so, perhaps, I don't know about a company, I think, not entirely sure, a bit dodgy about that, while a Panzer Grenadier and a Panzer Division actually had more of them. I believe they actually had a full battalion of them, whereas the infantry division again couldn't really rely on a lot, perhaps 14, which might have been a company.
Allies are
Anyways,
down to 50
GG.
points.
Game over. Me inquiring about his real level. Stu getting repaired. And well, hotkeys can fail to work, although again, usually you will find if you actually note where you're pressing that, you're actually pressing the Y key. At least I do. But yeah, shit happens. Usually, if you don't take that approach, you'll get really pissed off. And then you lose even more games. Well, 32 kills for the King Tiger. Quite a bit of kills from other infantry.
Ready. Your orders?
More Calliope barrages. Grenadiers moving up right there. Another Grenadier squad reform. That's medic bunker. Oh my Gideon! Did I get that many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I must have gotten like 6 or 8 Grenadier squads out of that medic bunker all in all. So there you go, game over. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you at least then learned something from it. If you didn't, and again for those that wanted to see, hope you enjoyed it. Of course for those that didn't, well, there's always tomorrow. But there have been people asking for it, and again I figured I could do this. So there you go. I mean, what did we learn from it? Again, I mean, a medic station, medic bunkers can pay themselves off. In this case, I mean, a well-placed medic bunker rather probably allowed me to win this game. Otherwise, it would have been ground down beneath those Calliope's barrages. I mean, I would not have been able to sort of keep up with that. Instead, medic bunker allowed me to reform a lot of Grenadier squads. But on the other hand, I mean, the American commander did have something like that as well as a medic station, but it was too exposed, thus getting knocked out, and thus not continuing to do that. He might also have benefited, in fact, from 2 medic stations, perhaps, but there you go. At least there's that. He also should have been a bit more confident in weapon supports and in multiple usage. He sort of hung about that, and again, supply and upgrade would have paid off. But in this case, I mean, medic bunkers and the King Tiger largely helped with this game. Mortar also did its job. But of course also the Grenadiers with the BRs and that LMG also did alright. So there you go. Do hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.